Hey, wait, can you hear me? Oh, What's up, guys? How's it going? Oh my god. Fuck! I cannot get this thing to work. This SIM card is killing me, guys. It's killing me. I don't know what the hell I have to do. They asked for my card information like 7 or 10 times. I wanted to go out, but I just can't get the bloody fucking thing to work. Anyways, I'm so stressed out. Guys, I stopped by the supermarket. I got the SIM card. It's supposed to be 100 GB of data, so I'll be able to go around all the pubs and locations, and most importantly, the wristwatch stores. Yes, I wanna. There are like there's so many places here to visit and to take you guys with me and do wristwatch checks. And that I can't wait. But this company almost broke my mind. Anyways, I just need. I cannot deal with this. Cheers, everybody. I'm just drinking some London dry gin and tonic. Cheers. I landed safely. I made it home. Well, to Hilton. I'm gonna try to make a video about it. Hopefully, it's going to be okay. It was about my journey from the airport to here. Actually, quite easy to get. But the weather was definitely London weather. I mean, it's just drizzling. Thank you guys for showing up for this live stream. God, let's see if I can work this magic. Oh, I'm working on the iPad, so forgive me if it's not perfect. We got David H. Thumbs up, guys. Please upvote the live stream. It really helps me out. I'm drinking to your health. I'll tell you about my trip. That's good. That was fun. I did not get the upgrade. It was so close. I think the closest that I have ever have been to getting a free upgrade on the plane. Amazed you have the energy for this. Well, I arrived at here in the hotel at 3 o'clock. I had a whole bunch of phone calls. I was catching up with people. Then I took a 4 hour nap. So now I'm up. No Rolex, no sex. Don't pull any of the nightclub crap winding up lads in New York like you did when in New York. The Yorkshire lads don't mess about, and definitely don't do it in Leeds. I'm gonna be really nice. I'm gonna be well behaved. I'm gonna wait for people to approach me. I think that's the trick. I'm gonna show them that I have a professional microphone. And when you have a professional microphone, people just want to talk to you. So I'll let the lads come to me. I really freaking wanna. Okay. Serenity now. Will you be from a local pub? Probably tomorrow. I'm gonna get this SIM card fixed up, and I'm gonna be doing live streams and checking people's Rolex. By the way, guys, Rolex, congratulations to the man. He has successfully landed a bad girl for himself. So huge shout out to Lowe's. Hopefully he can join me. DJ, definitely next time stay a bit longer in Amsterdam, Tim. You can visit Amsterdam vintage watches and boulders. Yeah, I was just really worried in the Amsterdam that I'm not going to be able to transfer because my flight, I had like 2 hour transfer, which is plenty of time. But I decided to go to a lounge. I couldn't find it. And then when I got back to start boarding, they told me, "Oh, you need to get this sticker." And to get a sticker, it took me 25 minutes. So I almost missed my flight. It was a disaster. But in Amsterdam, I visited a Rolex boutique, and an Omega boutique, and also they had a black dial Diet Pepsi in one of the watch retails. That was freaking awesome. Muhammad Ali, you made it. Yes. Unfortunately, well, I'll show you guys around. By the way, if you didn't see the video, check this out. The stewardess, he gave me a snack for every day of the week. My God. Look at this. I'm going to be eating basically for free while I'm here. I took some energy bars with me so that I don't have to spend too much money, because this cost me 30 pounds. They took the 30 pounds and the phone is still not working. Can you believe it? It's just, I'm losing my patience. Oh, no, it's working. That's it. Oh, my God. Let's go. Let's go. Check this out. It's got my phone number. Yeah, okay. Who bloody cares? Check this out. Here we go. As you can see, 30 pounds. Now I have 100 gigabytes of data. And there's my phone number. If you're a local, give me a call. I'll answer it live. Let's talk watches. Okay. Got I Heart Sushi upvoted. Thank you for the upvote. Oh my God. JB, 5 euros. Starting the Stroopwafel Fund. Man, give me your address. I'll send you some. Look how many I have. Also, not only did I have this many Stroopwafels, let me show you. From my Delta Lounge, you see this? These are Rice Krispies. Man, I'm not gonna be spending money for snacks while I'm on my trip to London. So that's for sure. Which town? I'm in York, guys. I'm in York. Actually, so I went out to buy the SIM card, and I saw they have a Rolex boutique. So I cannot wait to wake up tomorrow and go check out what kind of watches they have in there. Maybe I'll be able to get a Steel Sports. A Steel Sports would be nice. Tommy, yo. Tim S. Yep, I slept 4 hours. Actually, I was going to sleep 2 hours, but my God, I felt bad. I thought I'm not going to be able to wake up if I sleep longer. How did you almost miss your flight? Well, there you go. You see it? I retold that story. It was crazy. They had to check all the COVID paperwork. Oh, I have it here. So, these are my tickets. 1 second. So they had to do this check. Oh, someone was calling me. Someone is testing if my phone number is working. The sticker. So I went through, and they didn't tell me anything. They said you have 1 hour. And then when I came back without finding my my lounge, I came back, and they said, "Oh, wait a minute, you can't go through without a sticker." And if I did find the lounge, I would be drinking in there. I'll be having fun. I would be coming to the gate 5 minutes before the takeoff. Good thing I didn't find it, because I would be screwed. B. Bardsley, glad you made it. Be safe. Hey man, thank you so much. I'm gonna try now that I got the internet. That's it. I might actually even, guys, if there are pubs that are still open, I might actually end this live stream and go to the pub and continue the stream from there. What do you guys think? Rien de la Pans. Hello, Tim. Glad to see you made it. Yeah, actually, surprisingly, such an easy trip and cheap. To get to York, it cost me less than £9. because I took the bus. The bus dropped me off at the train station. I took a train. The train was like £5. And yeah, and then I was here. Very, very cheap. Tim, would you ever consider adding a Sky Dweller? Perth, of course. Sky Dweller, I think, would be my like last and crowning piece, because it really covers two watches in one. It gets rid of, especially the blue one, because with the Sky Dweller, you don't really need a date just in your collection, in my opinion. And I would go on the Jubilee, and that way that would give me so much balance. If I could freaking get the Sky Dweller blue on the Jubilee, it would be perfect. What a perfect, wow. But then again, the question becomes, do I still need the Pepsi at that point? Because I have my Explorer 2, still here, by the way. You see, the lads from York haven't mugged me for it. So that says a lot. Perth, Tim, don't go walking around a lot rougher than the States do. Actually, the people are quite nice. I'm surprised. There's a lot of tourists here, so I don't know. I don't think it's as rough as people make it out to be. Also, I try not to point the camera in their face directly and say, "Hey, what Rolex you got on?" Maybe I should. I have two. I got gin and tonic, and wait, this is just tonic? Oh no, it's also gin and tonic. Okay. Because I'm gonna try to get some rest after this. J Wright, be discreet. J Wright, you know me. I try to be as discreet as I possibly can, although I'm a very loud and obnoxious. By the way, you know, so I got myself a sandwich. Now, it's a meal deal sandwich, but the interesting thing is that the fridge broke. The fridge broke, and they were selling these for 69 cents because they wanted to get rid of them as quickly as possible. So I got this, and I got chips. And when I was checking out, the lady said, "Are you a bloody American?" I'm like, "What? What are you talking about? I'm not American." And she said, "You just said that those were chips. Them are crisps." I'm like, "Fuck, you got me. I'm from New York." She's like, I knew it. I know a bloody American when I see one. When I hear one, I guess. Oh, yeah, I found everything. I just downloaded the Google Maps, and that's it. It was easy peasy. The travel was... Oh, did we get a tour of the hotel room? Not yet. Not yet. You guys want to see it? Wait, let me just see if there's any... Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Okay, we'll do a tour. We'll do a tour of the room in a few minutes. If you guys want to see it, I don't know if you want to see the room, but we'll do it. We'll do it. I landed in Leeds airport, took a bus to Leeds train station, and then took the train from Leeds to York. The whole thing, I think the bus was an hour. Whoa, sorry. It was half hour. It was a half hour between the bus and the train. And then I was here. It was very quick. Best guitar. Yorkshire people are best. Just get rowdy after a few drinks. They already had one Pepsi stolen at knife point. It was reported to David Khalil. Well, that's the thing. You see, Pepsi, it's an obnoxious clubbing watch. That's what it is. It attracts attention, thieves, and all kinds of rascals. Um, that's why I wear the Explorer too. It's completely undercover. Yeah. Terry, watch us. Don't go walk around by yourself until you meet up friends. They won't appreciate a camera in their face. I do. I do need to meet some people. Um, yeah. Accent might give it away. uh, Great idea. Go to the pub. Loving his maid. Do you prefer Explorer 2 Black over the Polar? Now it has more legible hands. So that's the question actually right now. Uh, you see, you go back to the old 42 millimeter Explorer, and I would prefer the Polar because the black one wasn't really that great in my opinion. The black Explorer 2 wasn't that great. The floating hands, I didn't get it. I thought it was kind of cheap. They should have put the lacquer all the way to the end. The dial wasn't that. It wasn't that great. But with the new 2021 Explorer 2s, they're neck and neck. They are absolutely even because, and here's the thing, the new Explorer 2 Polar is more legible. That's no doubt about it. It is just everything, all the numbers, everything just pops a little bit more on the Explorer 2. The hands are also more matte. It's very legible. Now, the Black Explorer 2 is not legible at all. It's got big, glossy, almost like it almost looks like you're looking into the lake. It's so black. The dial is so black and glossy on the new Explorer 2. And the hands, they're just white gold. So there's so many reflections on it that it's extremely illegible. But it is gorgeous. It is absolutely beautiful. So if you're deciding between those two Explorers, the new Explorers 2s, then you have to think about it. What purpose are you getting it for? If you're going to need it as a tool watch, if you want it for legibility, go with the Polar. The new Polar, extremely legible. If you want something more dressy and beautiful, go for the black one because it's not as legible, but it's so beautiful. It's a different reason. Different reason to wear a watch. Tim, wear your Rolex. Getting mugged live would be ratings gold. Omar, exactly. That's what I said. Getting mugged for my Explorer 2 could be the break that I was looking for, to be honest. Because I'm going to go on Paul Thorpe's show. I'm going to go on every YouTube channel and I'll tell them my story, how I was beaten, how I was beaten from my watch, how it was torn from my hand. And then, so that's one, right? It's going to be in the news. They're going to be spruiking my YouTube channel. A famous YouTuber, a super celebrity, a star, a movie star, soon to be, was mugged for his Rolex, right? That's part one. Okay, just think about the potential. That's part one. And then if I get it back, sometime in the future, then think about all the videos I'll be making then. Oh, this is the Explorer that I was mugged for. Here are all the stories that were back then. And now I got it back. My God, it could be, I could ride on that wave of entertainment for the next 20 years. Come on. That's what people want to hear. They want to hear these tragic stories. I don't mind. So, yes, meet them and ask if you can fill them. Then you're in. Oh, Alex Watchaholic, don't walk around middle of the night like you did in New York City. It's actually it's not as easy as it looks. Joseph Jansen, Tim, just saying Europe is not as safe to show off luxury goods. You're right. Actually, I was surprised. I haven't seen many watches, to be honest. I haven't seen that many watches, but I will be scouting outside. I will be sitting outside a Rolex boutique, and I'm going to be looking for people with fancy watches. I'm going to try to interview them. I think that would be cool. Bert Dundee, is Marco there? No. I arrived at York. Marco was supposed to share the room with me in London from the 17th to the 19th, but he asked me for the refund for the room, so I sent him his half of the money. Now I don't know if he's coming. I don't know if he's going to York. Somebody should email him. Tim S. Showcase is recovered from COVID out of isolation on Thursday. That's right. Me and Showcase, we'll probably do a little talking watches live stream somewhere from a local pub. We'll have a couple of sausages and talk watches. Could be a lot of fun. I can't wait. No, Ross said Tip York is safe. Don't worry, you'll have no problems with Explorer 2. Yeah. Look, my God. If you get mugged for an Explorer 2, then you know the place is dangerous. Because I understand stealing a Pepsi, but Explorer 2? Come on. Who wants Explorer 2? Delicious. That's one. And let's try the pink one. London Gin. Guys, cheers. Cheers for helping me out. You guys really put me in the good mood. I was so freaking scared. Coming here kind of on my own and traveling. And I don't know what to expect, but man, it's actually turned out to be freaking easy. It's easy, especially because it's English-speaking country. Delicious. Delicious, guys. Kenny W, I'll mug you if you want. Okay. We'll stay. Yeah. Look. Getting mugged is good. It could be. I'm just saying, a movie star getting mugged is a blessing in disguise. No Rolex, no sex. I have a 42mm Explorer 2 and love it. I had choice of white or black and I chose black. Is that the new one or is that the old one? Because you're saying maybe it's now. Maybe you have the new one. William, getting mugged, it's part of life. J. Wright Tim found AD today for Air King. 12 to 18 month waiting list. Oyster Perpetual list closed for the rest closed. Hey, that is fucking awesome. Take the Air King. Air King is amazing, especially if it gets discontinued. My God, people are really coming around for the Air King. I love the watch. I'm actually thinking I'm on the waiting list for another piece, but I'm thinking I have a choice. I could go for the Air King. I might switch it because the other watch is not going anywhere. But the Air King, I'm worried, and it's quite an affordable watch. Bash Guitar. I'm from Leeds originally as well. No issues. Never been robbed. I live in Barcelona and never been. What, dude? I was in Barcelona, dude. What the hell? I'm traveling to literally the places you lived in. That is ridiculous. I wish I set up my iPad like this when I was in Barcelona. I could be doing these live streams, just having fun with you guys. Fuck, Stupid. As the Rolex deal on the vice versa. So Europe is very big, and diverse. Continue. So is silly to say all of it is unsafe. It gets good and bad parts like continue. But so what I get from this is that here's the thing. Rolex, it's a really hyped word. So whenever a Rolex gets stolen, it is immediately gets reported. Like people make a big deal out of it when Rolex gets stolen. So I think, let's see here. Okay, so what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So media will report on every single Rolex that gets stolen. I believe. So I think like it is it's a little bit exaggerated. Like I want to see them. I mean, with the amount of people that live or go through London, whenever one person gets mugged, it's like it's made out to be a huge deal. But I think numbers wise, you're more likely to get hit by a car in London because you look the wrong way, and then you step on the street, and then you get flattened. That's what that's what almost happened to me today. I looked in the wrong direction. Man, cars are riding on the opposite side. I thought I was drinking. J Right Tim. Okay, we got this one. The pricing on the Cellini at the airport. Actually, you can see the tag. I think it was 20,000 euros and no tax. That's you can like if you pause. I made a video, and you can see in the video. I don't remember right now, but it's 20 something. It could be 21. It could be 22. It could be 20. Not 100% sure. Alex, Air King is ugly dog shit. I wouldn't take it for the hype train. Dude, it's not hype train. I think it is literally people coming to realization that they want something a bit more funky in their life. So they're going with the Air King, which is like one of the few Rolexes that are still kind of spiced up because everything else is very subdued and restrained. So I'm gonna give the tour soon. Dr. Flickflack, what the fuck? You obviously never got mugged. No, but I did get popped in the face for no reason. Yeah, because sometimes in Brooklyn, you'd be walking, and some guy will just randomly hit you in the face for fun. So that happened. No big deal. That's a good question. Rich, is it really that bad in Europe? No. It's the media, guys. It's all in the media. Here in Sweden, you even what? Joseph Johansson here in Sweden, you don't even take Explorer 1 out in the dark. The robber don't care if you have a cheap Tissot. Dude, really? What the? I would expect Sweden to be extremely safe. That's what I understood. Wait. Whoa. That was my understanding. What the? Oh. Rick, Jesus, you guys would be scared to wear Rolex anywhere. Look, I understand wearing a Pepsi and quote unquote loud Rolexes. anything that's fluted bezel, jubilee, maybe polishing in the center links. But I really think the life is for living, and that we need to wear our watches. We need to wear the watches, guys, to make memories with them. This is why I wear it, to create memories with this. I wore this watch to London once. Now the watch is back with me in York. We were creating memories. Showcase watches. There is a pub called the Three Cranes. And if you head out right now, you will catch the flight night while the entire pub sings Sweet Caroline. You just wipe the blood from your glass afterward. It's cool. Wait, what the hell? Three Cranes. Check this. The Three Cranes. I'm gonna check right now. Grand Seiko, take it easy. Thank you so much. Hey Tim, insurance on my Rolex Explorer Blackbird. Do they cover being mugged? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's what the insurance is for. Insurance is to cover you being mugged. Three Cranes. Pub. Showcase. I can't find it. The Three Cranes. There's Three Cranes in. Oh, wait a minute. I think I found it. Closes soon. It closes at 11. I think that's done. I'm gonna go tomorrow. Yeah. I can do this live stream tomorrow. Probably from the Three Cranes. We'll see. You let me know. It says closes at 11. It's 10 minutes from now. I guess if I run really quickly. Just ask for a pint rough and enjoy a night in the Three Cranes. Maybe can I go after this stream when I turn things off and everything? Maybe that's how it's gonna work. Wings and Watches, $10 super chat. Glad to see you made it. Have fun out. Be safe. Listen to the suggestions, Tim. Wings and Watches, thank you so much for your super chat. I really appreciate it. I'll buy a pint. I'll buy a pint. Oh, he's here. Oh wait, no, it's Jesus. Hello, wristwatch Jesus.
Hey Tim, how are you?
Okay, hold on. My hold on. My headphones are not working. What's wrong? Let me see. Audio. Oh wait, what's going on? Wait, I think I have to turn off the microphone then. Let's see.
Can you hear me?
Oh, now I can hear you.
Okay.
Wait. Wait, AirPods. Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, but now you can hear me probably much worse because I'm using the AirPods now.
Well, it's still decent.
It's decent. That's it. That's all that matters, really. I was testing out the microphone. If I was to do like a live stream on my own, then it would be fine. But for some reason, what it does. Oh, well, you know what? I need wired headphones because what it does, it pushes the audio into the microphone, but then it wants me to use wired.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
How you been, man?
I've been good. How are you?
I was jet lagged. I'm really scared right now that I'm not gonna be able to fall asleep until 6 a.m., which could be a huge problem for me. And
Well,
also James wants me to go to Three Cranes, but it is 3 minutes walk. But when do they close? When do they close, James? What's going on in the wristwatch world, Jesus?
oh, not much. It's yeah, not much. I mean, we are more interested about you. What about your
Oh,
adventures? How was the trip? So you had to go through Amsterdam, right?
yes. I went to the Amsterdam, and Amsterdam they bussed us over into a tiny little toy airplane, and from
Mhm.
there they flew us to Leeds. Uh, that was actually, you know what? My watch got totally messed up because actually Amsterdam is for like 1 hour further than London. So
Mhm.
flew, and my watch is showing me like 1 hour ahead, and I thought that you guys told me the wrong time.
Oh.
So,
Oh yeah.
so
You,
yeah,
you
so I'm
you
like, what
you
the hell?
were
It's
you were
supposed
on
to
the
be eight.
London time zone.
Yeah, I was in the London time zone, but I landed in Amsterdam, and Amsterdam is ahead
Yeah.
or behind, whatever, whichever one it is. But yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it's ahead.
it was you know, I I almost got that upgrade, but I don't really regret not getting it because I had 3 seats, so it's so spread out.
Mhm.
I'm actually not feeling totally awful. If I had to sit the whole time, I would have killed myself. You know, the
So
the only the only problem.
you're in York right now,
I am in New York. Yeah, you
right?
want to see it? Sure, guys,
Yeah. So
look.
how does it feel to go from New York to Old York?
Actually, the old York is fucking amazing. It's legend. It is. Uh, my luggage though almost destroyed. I can't see really anything there, but I almost ruined my luggage because the streets they're like all cobblestone or something,
Yeah.
and and impossible. I had to carry the whole. I had to carry my luggage with me basically the whole time.
Oh.
Uh, as you can see, that's my tiny little room. Wait, I flushed it. Yeah. Yeah. Go. I didn't get an upgrade. Apparently, the whole place is super booked, so no upgrade
Hmm.
for the room. So they just put me into this kind of a corner room all the way at the back. I do still have my snacks,
Well,
which
it looks pretty good.
yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Uh,
So tell us what's the plan with tomorrow? What's happening?
tomorrow. So I almost lost my mind, Jesus. I almost lost my mind trying to set up the SIM card.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, I was pulling on my hair. I was like, "Come on, you bloody thing, just work, just do it." They don't even have. They didn't. They don't have the sense to put in a SIM tool in
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
You know how bloody difficult it was to find someone to give me some. My God, I had to basically this lady. She had keys, and her key ring was really thin, so I had to bend her key ring to get it in and swap the cards. And that key ring is never gonna go back to normal. I had to like beg strangers. "Ah, I need something thin. Like nobody understands. And then I put it in, and it doesn't work. It's asking me to put in your credit card, and you put the credit card in, you pay, and it sends you back and starts asking you to put in again. I was like, man, I was on the brink. I was on the brink. The funny thing, it worked fine for the first 5 minutes because when you plug it in, they give you like 50 megabytes or something
Mm,
of the internet.
mm.
So just enough to download the app
Yeah.
where you install everything. but not enough to actually be able to use the app to make the payment. So I downloaded the app on the street, and then it doesn't fucking work because I'm out of the internet. So I have to go all the way back to. I stopped by McDonald's, no Wi-Fi, doesn't work. I stopped by some other place, doesn't work. So I had to go all the way back to the hotel room. And then even then, here it's like you can't just pay the money to get the internet. You have to sign up for like a monthly plan, and they
Oh, fuck.
demand that it's auto. Ah. But okay, I think it's done. I think it's freaking done now. So I've just been really frustrated in the past couple of minutes. This cleaning room. Oh, we got Marcelo. Hey, Marcelo, how's it going, man?
I've already waiting for you like for 50
Yeah.
minutes.
Sorry, I didn't see you there. I was showing around the room and I was talking to Jesus a little bit too enthralled in the conversation. But yeah,
Jesus, how
actually,
you doing?
Pretty good. Nice
you
to
know,
see you again.
just calm. I'm trying to calm down. Serenity. Mm,
The hotel look
trying to
nice,
be cool.
you know?
Yeah, right. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
So
Not bad.
I saw many people talking about the watches you brought. So what watch did you bring?
Well, I brought the Explorer too, and then
Mm-hmm.
as a gag, I did throw in the G-Shock, but I'm never gonna freaking wear it. It's in my bag. I have. I don't know why. I thought maybe I'll sell it to someone. If anybody wants to buy my G-Shock while you're here. Also, I'm selling one bed, half of my room. If you're interested, email me.
I
Okay.
might be interested.
Stay with me. Yeah. Hey, are you coming to London Watch Show?
No.
Oh.
No, I can't. I can't travel to UK because of COVID.
Okay.
So yeah.
Damn it.
UK is not doing pretty good, with that
With the
shit.
COVID?
No, not at all.
I
Not
don't
at
know why. I gotta be honest.
I don't
have
know.
no
I don't know.
idea.
In Europe, every
Yeah.
time there's a new variant, it starts in UK.
Yeah.
Every time.
What the hell are these UK people doing that makes it so easy for these disease to mutate? I'm gonna interview some people like, hey, what are you guys doing to mutate the COVID?
Yeah.
Any secrets that you wanna reveal?
Yeah, honestly, I don't really know. But it is how it is.
It's okay. Ethan, Stockholm, Sweden is quite safe. You will see many people in Stockholm, Osterma, blah blah, wearing Rolex AP and Patek.
Osterman.
By the way, I haven't seen while here, as I said, although it was very very short time, and also the thing is, it was raining when I was making my way from the train station to the hotel room. It was like drizzling, so everybody got their coats on. So I was like, I'm not gonna see anything because
Did you
everybody's
see any
jackets
nice
are.
thing?
It's not
Did
like
you
me.
see?
I wear my, I wear my jacket. I pull my sleeves up to my elbows. You know. 'Cause I feel
So
hot.
when is the what show? What date?
It's
This weekend?
actually yes, yep. It's Saturday, Sunday. And you do need to download the app, the London Watch Show app, and you have to sign up over there for some things. I will be probably on the panel with Paul Thorpe, doing live streams. We'll try to
Wow.
Do they broadcast?
Yes, they will be broadcasting, and they can push it to multiple like YouTube channels. So
Cool.
I'll try to have it pushed to my channel as well. if possible, so you
Could
guys
you?
can watch it from my. Yeah,
You cannot
but
make live stream like you're doing now with us, or it's only like you did with
no,
the
no, it's
airport.
just going to be feed. It's going to be feed.
Oh,
It's going
okay.
to be on my channel, but it's just going to be a feed. Yeah. So, they said that they could try to do it for me. I said, "Hey, I'll be happy enough to if I'll be just happy to be on the panel. It doesn't really matter, but it could definitely help. So I wouldn't mind." Tim, when you experience York Hen Night, you'll see how the British enjoy themselves. What is a hen night? I know a hen
I don't know.
but a
I don't know
hen night.
if we really want to know.
We,
You should do a
we need
video,
an
watch
English
body.
person to come now.
Yeah. Hey, look, ah, let's see. He says some go out Friday and Saturday night, and you'll find out what we're doing. Ha ha ha. Tim, what year is your Polar? I'm not sure. It's like 4 years old. So do the math.
2017.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. So I'll be there. I'm gonna try to take as much video and pictures of watches as I can. Although I don't know, I'm getting pretty comfortable just using my camera for all the kind of vlogging, so to speak.
So
Yeah. Uh-huh.
so what are you doing tomorrow? Are you visiting?
Mm, well, I was supposed to be doing stuff with games, but I'm gonna just find things to do. So there's no I I'm just gonna go and find things to do. It doesn't really matter to me. I think I'll go through all the ADs. I'll make a video about all the not necessarily ADs, but all the watch dealers. Watch
Mm-hmm.
dealers in New York. Huh? And then
Just
I
be
don't know. Is
careful
there
of the
anything
street
else?
gangs. Just be careful of the street gangs, you know?
Oh, there's no gangs. I'm the gang. I'm bringing a gang. You know, I'm bringing 162 people with me on the. on the oh my
Yeah.
God, Paul Thorpe! What? 20 pounds. Welcome to England. Hey man, thank you so much.
There you
Tell him
go.
to jump
Holy
in. Tell
fire.
him to
There you
jump
go.
in.
There you
Yo.
go.
Oh yeah. Hey, hold on. Let me if he can. Let's see. It's 11 o'clock here. Let me
Yeah,
put
if Paul
that.
jump in would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
Paul,
we go.
we need your perspective on wearing Rolexes in England.
Explore two.
Yeah.
Explore two.
Explorer
Is it
2.
as
Look,
safe as I make it out to be?
eh,
Showcase.
no,
I have given Tim a
I,
list of
I
things to
almost,
do. Yep.
I almost sure these kind of gangs and thieves they jump on people usually when people are alone or maybe with one friend. But if there is like three, four people around you, you know, I don't think they even willing to try.
Well, look, if you guys watched the video, Paul Thorpe actually had a really good interview with a guy who got his watch
Man,
stolen, right? And the guy basically explained he was in the wrong place at the wrong time and with the wrong Rolex on. He had a fluted bezel, Jubilee Datejust. I mean, that's the kind of watch that screams, please take
exactly.
it
And he
off me.
was alone.
Yeah.
And he was alone.
Yeah, and he was. I think he was with the buddy of his, but the buddy of his was something. I don't know. I think like they were also at like a really bad place. I think
Mm.
you know. Although like if you're like in a place where there's no people around you, then you are kind of asking a little bit for trouble, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, let Paul join us. Here we go. Paul.
There's some really fun comments, man.
Wow.
Hello,
All right.
Paul.
Hey,
Welcome
Paul.
to the stream, man.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Welcome to England, mate.
Thank you. I'm so happy to see you. Thank you for joining the live stream, man.
No problem. I'm just off to bed in a minute, but I thought I'd just jump in and say hello.
Hey, I really
Paul,
appreciate it, man.
Paul,
I just got out of bed,
I
so
was-
I have
I was
plenty of
trying
things
to
to
come to
edit and
your
work.
stream last time, but
Okay.
I was trying to come to your stream last time, but I think you don't have like a link to come to your
No.
live stream. Yeah.
It's by and
No,
large,
I don't.
Marcelo.
I try
Okay.
and keep it to 3 guests, so it keeps it kind of same. I was going to tell you last night, Tim. Go on, carry on. Sorry.
No,
No,
I'm
please
still
go on, Paul.
in this whole business thing. So.
I was gonna come on for 5 minutes last night, Tim, and just tell you that. Look, listen, I've got a video coming out on Thursday about safety. Look, it's safe. Look, I don't want to overstate the issue. The big problem that we have, not just in London, but right around the UK and around the world. I don't want to make the UK sound like the wicked Wild West. It's not. It's a safe place, but we are not the only people that know this show is taking place. Now, I always look. When I was in business, I always used to look at my business premises and think, right, if I was a bad guy, how would I approach this? What would I do to get what I want? Now, it's very simple. The danger is not at the show. It's not inside the hotel. It's within like a square mile, and the obvious places where people who attend the show will wander off to.
Right.
For an example, I'll give you the perfect example. When the Munich watch show happened regularly, when we used to go back in the day, they moved the show from one hotel to another one. And as soon as the show moved to the new hotel, there was a McDonald's about 200 yards down the road. And all the watch dealers at some stage during the day would find themselves leaving the show and going to McDonald's. Lo and behold, they're getting robbed, because the bad guys know, I know, everyone eats at some stage of the day. We won't hang around outside the show. We'll wait at McDonald's. So that's the danger, and my video is just going to say, look, don't wear your watch to the show. Put it in your pocket, put it down your pants, put it in your sock, put it wherever you want. But don't wear it on your wrist with a short sleeve shirt saying to everyone, look, here I am, come and get it, right?
Especially if it's a really loud one.
Well, look, that is the danger. The danger is not in the show. It's not at the show. It's not inside the show. It's the immediate area where there will be spotters looking for people who are stupid enough to wander around wearing a 100-gram watch. And in my video, I say with a "come and get it" sticker on their forehead.
Right.
Yeah, but Paul, they, if I am the fifth, I'm usually would try to catch you insulated. I will not try to catch you when you are with a bunch of friends and jump on you and rob you, right?
Well, look, this is the bottom line. These people are very ballsy. And a lot of these people come from backgrounds where life is very cheap. Now, I don't know how brave you are, but if I'm with 5 guys and someone pulls out a 12-inch blade, who's going first?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, right.
You going first?
Oh, shit.
So look, listen, again, I cover that in my video. I say, look, most people feel that there's safety in numbers, and to a degree that is correct. But listen, the guy that was on my show a couple of weeks back who got robbed, he was with a friend.
Yeah.
And the boy that robbed him was about 16 years old.
Wow.
A boy. They're very brave. They're very bold.
Hard people.
Look, they're knife carriers and they're not afraid to use them. And this is the thing. So, look, my advice is, again, the video's coming out Thursday. I hope everyone takes it in the spirit that it's meant. It is all about using common sense. Look, this is not about London. This is about people knowing that a watch show is taking place. People know that there are going to be guys walking around who are gullible wearing a Richard Mille that they can go and cash in the day after for 50 grand.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So like if it was in Milan, if it was in Rome, if it was in New York, and everyone knows that this massive show's taking place with a few people are like, I mean, look, the worst case scenario is someone stumbles out the show at like 1 o'clock in the morning on Saturday night, drunk, and wanders up Park Lane towards Mayfair on their own. I mean, please.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, Paul is right. No, Paul is right. I mean, even if you're wearing a fake Rolex or a fake Nautilus, you also were bringing the same
You
kind
don't
of
want to get
attention, I
robbed.
guess.
You don't want to get beaten for wearing a fake watch. That would be even worse. That would be even worse.
Yeah. I mean, look, the bottom line is, as I say, I don't want to talk my city or my country down because it is probably still one of the safest places in the world. It's just, look, it's very simple. You wouldn't walk down any street in the world with your wallet and a load of money hanging out your back pocket.
Flashing out.
Right? So
No,
why
you
come
wouldn't.
and do it in London? Because people, like I say, that the watch community knows this show's going on. So did a criminal fraternity.
Do not try to show off your fancy watch when you leave the show and you go outside.
And I'll tell you exactly how it'll work. When people walk out the show, and I'll even going to try and video it. Right, Tim, we'll speak about this.
Yeah.
When we meet up on Friday, mate. If we walk out that show and walk a couple of 100 yards or so on Saturday, I guarantee you we will spot a spotter. Okay, so we will find a spotter, and it will probably be a young man on a push bike, like a regular cycle.
Yeah.
And he's not doing anything wrong. He doesn't care if his face is on camera because what has he done wrong? He's not doing anything wrong.
Not doing,
But he is looking for a victim. And as soon as he finds one, he picks up his phone and tells his mates where he's going, what he's wearing, job done, half a mile down the road. So it's really simple. It's really simple to avoid. And I hope I can get the message out
have the
to as many
system.
people as possible.
Yeah. This is
They've
not
got the system.
Yeah. And like the numbers might not be great, but they're always successful. Terry Watch Austin, £5. The exact reason I'm staying the Saturday, Paul. London is a great city, but use your noodle.
Noddle, that's head. Use your head.
But Paul,
use your noddle.
This whole mess with the thieves and so on. This is mainly London, or this is everywhere in England today?
I think
it's going to be
everywhere.
Mainly London.
It's mainly London, but it's everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, like I don't know any major city in the world that could host a watch show like this and not have criminal eyes upon it.
Right.
Paul, I'm wearing
a
Smurf. I'm wearing a I have Meteor dial. I'm walking in this because I'm here in Tokyo. I'm walking in the street, man. I mean, I told already Austin because I met him a couple of times.
Yeah.
I told them, man. I mean, I think we are in a gig world because nobody gives a shit. Nobody. Give me a compliment. People give me a compliment only on the Panerai because it's a clock in your wrist. I mean, when I was wearing the Meteor dial, nothing.
Well, you see, that Marcelo, that comes to wearing. If you're gonna wear a watch out of the show, at least wear the one that doesn't it's not so recognizable from a block away. Like you can tell a Rolex Pepsi on the Jubilee much easier than on the Oyster. If the Jubilee, it's just very like people know Jubilee from far away. Whereas Oyster, so many different brands use that kind of a bracelet that maybe it might not be worth it. I mean, if you're gonna go through the trouble of having a spotter, then the watch that you're going to take, it has to be worth your money. It has to be AP. It has to be a Rolex, 100% Rolex, not a Rolex lookalike. So, but like if you're outside of these events, obviously people will take a risk for an $800 one. So
Any payday's a payday.
yeah,
To some degree, but the bigger the payday, the better. I mean, look, they killed a guy in
exactly.
London last year for a Datejust.
Yeah. And was that 36 or was that 41?
I think it was the 41, but it was last year. A young man, I think in his late 20s.
Yeah.
Look, to take someone's life for a Datejust, how desperate and sad must you be?
Yeah, Tim, I got once in my life, someone tried to take my watch once.
Mhm.
You know what watch it was?
What was it?
It was this one. It's a
Ooh,
$200 swatch.
what?
And someone actually tried to rob me for that watch.
Where, in England?
No, in Switzerland. So, I mean, even
I thought
here,
Switzerland is safe.
Yeah, it's pretty safe. But I mean, even here, I mean, it was some kind of Moldavian guy,
Mm. That's
So,
surprising.
yeah, it's everywhere. Everywhere.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think like, yeah, I don't
And
think he was a
not only,
professional.
yeah, I mean, my point was, even in Switzerland, and not only Rolexes, they will try to get everything. Some guys, they try to get everything.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
the background, some of the people that do this, their backgrounds, look, $100 is a month's wages to them.
It's true.
So, and this money, a lot of it will perhaps go home, But like I said, at the end of the day, watch the video that comes out Thursday. I think it gives everyone all the advice and the info they need. I just hope people listen to it. I think everyone will be safe, and certainly it won't be any of my viewers that fall foul of it. Please God, because they'll have watched the video and take notice.
Paul, I actually have a question for you. It's something that I asked Austin when I met him here in a Starbucks, and I was showing my watches, and I thought that I left the meteor dial in the table. I got panic. I went back. In the end, it was inside my bag. But the thought of let's say even you, Paul, or Austin, you see, let's say this meteor dial the GMT, or you see any other watch, you want to be an honest person, and you want to return it to the original owner. How you do it?
How would you get a stolen or a lost watch back to the original owner?
Or not stolen, or let's say a lost watch.
If you
somebody
found it,
you just saw. Yeah.
Sure. Well, I mean, the most obvious thing would be to report your find to the police. Because that person, whoever's lost it, they would have reported it to the police, and hopefully the watch and the owner could be reunited that way. I mean,
through serial number.
The UK would be safe to do that. The police are not going to steal it. I mean, that's not going to happen in every country in the world, but the police here are, I'm a critic of the police, but they're not crooks. I mean, if you take the watch to the police, they will log it, and they will, hopefully the owner will be reunited. That is the way that I would deal with it.
Yeah. Instead of trying to find it. Because if you post that you found a watch, you're going to get all kinds of people messaging you telling me, oh, it was me. It was actually me. with all kinds of excuses. So
Yeah.
go to the police. Don't try to
Yeah.
find the owner on your own. You're only gonna get into more trouble. Wings and Watches,
Yeah.
$10. Awesome stream. Tim wanted to say hello to the panel. Being smart enough to afford a Rolex is equally as important as keeping you and your watch safe. And
Paul, but by the way, I
hmm?
opened a YouTube channel like 2 weeks ago. I'm pumping like videos like crazy because I had in my library. I wanted you to to watch, but I think I'm getting some comments of people tell me that this look horrible my videos with all the production that I put in that. So
I need
the
to
next
come and
one,
have a look. I'll have a look.
you oh man, you're going to. I mean, you have to see some the unboxing. Don't watch it because they look ridiculous. I was actually playing with the soft because I was actually enjoying playing with the Luma Fusion. You see the unboxing, you see myself running slowly. That's not I mean, man, you're going to.
Don't give
Oh,
up. Just carry on.
you have to
Yeah,
exactly,
but the Kyoto
Marcelo.
is nice. The Kyoto is nice. I actually put my hand with the Smurf in the river and the water jumping in the water. Ah man, this is a beautiful video.
What's the
Carson
what's
Carano
the
is asking
yeah.
Paul, is there like any criminal penalty for stealing watches, or is there anything in particular that?
Look, the bottom line is this is one of the reasons why I've been a big
Hmm.
critic of the police in the UK is because they don't
Mm.
follow up what's crime.
Ah.
But you know, it's a crime that goes pretty much. They'll take the report, they'll say all the right things, and then when you walk out of the room, they'll throw it over their
Right.
shoulder. It's like that. But to be fair to them, I've had long conversations with police, and they say to me, "Well, look, Paul, this is the bottom line. We're understaffed, overworked. Would you rather that we put all our efforts into finding someone stolen Rolex, or would you rather us find someone that had assaulted a young woman the day before?" So there is that problem. I mean, there is. You start getting into politics there. There are a lot of problems with the
Right.
police because there's so much happening here. The biggest problem really is fraud. I think probably worldwide now, fraud is huge. I mean, in a places, like the Western world, the United States, UK, right across Europe, honestly, fraud is like huge.
Hmm.
Not just watches, I mean in every way. I mean, how
Yeah.
many emails does everyone get every month? Or, I don't know about you guys, but my phone I'll probably get 2 or 3 texts a week trying to scam me from something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So fraud is huge, and I think watch robbery kind of gets lumped in with that a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's also like I can't even understand why police is not so motivated. I think like they don't see what the big deal is because general public they're not really interested in watches. They don't know how much these things cost, and to them there's no like we have such attachment and love for our watches. It's that non-watch people will probably never be able to understand. They'll think we're crazy, and like it's a luxury problem to have. So
Yeah,
to normal people, to people outside of the wristwatch community, they're like,
yeah, yeah. You can imagine the police's attitude sometimes. When they might get a report from someone. I mean, they look at them and they think, "Oh, right, okay, so you've had your Rolex stolen, big deal. Someone's just been mugged
yeah,
down the road and beaten up." So you can
yeah,
kind of like, you can
Wow,
kind of see it
yeah.
you
from the
guys
other side.
definitely have to come to Tokyo. The police here is really boring sometimes.
But the Japanese culture, from what I understand, the Japanese culture is that if you're involved in crime, theft, stealing, you dishonor the whole family.
Hmm.
I guess so. I
Eh,
mean, the thing is, like Austin probably told you in one of your streams. I mean, my father came from, he's from Montreal. He live in Miami. He came here to visit me. He
Hmm.
was freaking out when we go to the train. and he's a watch collector. He was like staring like this. I said, "Dad, what's happening?" I said, the guy wearing now a 50K Breguet in the trade." And I was okay, for me, like it was like, and the train was full. It's not like the train was half empty. So yeah, you, I mean, you see everything. You see Rolex, you see Patek, you see everything. And the
What's
other
safe?
thing is the second-hand shops here, how we say the second-hand market, is flooded, is full. You can get nearly anything, but how we say in the market, the price may be a little bit more expensive than the other countries that the price is going on. The most difficult watches, Platinum Daytona, Nautilus, I can buy right now with 10 of them, right now, today. But of course, the market price. It's not like,
Style
oh, Paul,
collector.
get me a watch and
1 second. Style
yeah, not like
collector.
Paul, get me a watch
$5.
and I need to wait maybe a week or a month. No,
Marcelo, hold on.
everything is here now.
Let me catch up. Style collector, $5. Good stream. Enjoy. Thank you so much for your super chat. Lefty 199 100 star. Back in 2012, you can walk in London for hours wearing a Royal Oak, and no one would give you a second glance. Now it's just madness. I think this is kind of like what Marcelo was just explaining. That in kind of in Japan, I guess you could still probably do that. But you go back to 2012, social media wasn't as prevalent. There wasn't so many kind of people who were aware how valuable these things were. If a thief,
when you go back to 2012,
yeah.
I was buying Hulks with 10% off list.
The good old days.
Yeah, but you couldn't resell them at triple value, couldn't you?
No, absolutely not. Nope.
Yeah, I mean that's the social media. You didn't get the same kind of kudos for having one. Now, if you have a Rolex, people look at you like you're a god. Like, wow, how did you get it? They cannot believe it. Back then it was like, got the Hulk. Who cares? Okay, good job. It is a balance. There is a balance to it. If you have something that people want, it's going to be valuable, and you're gonna be in trouble. I think. Look, it was something else that people were getting robbed for at that time. It wasn't for their watches so much.
Yeah, look, criminals and crime go through phases. I mean, if you go back to the 1970s, I don't know if there's anyone watching this stream now that remembers back in the 1970s when the criminal or the crime fashion then was cash vans, armed robberies on the pavement, as they used to call it, on the street, where they would rob the wages vans, etc. Well, that's finished. That doesn't happen. They would rob banks and building societies, but again, today that doesn't happen. It's criminals.
You don't need to rob a bank. You can rob one Richard Mille, and it's as if you robbed the whole bank.
Yeah, criminals move along with the times as well, just the same as everything else, just like fashion. So they move from one thing to another, and they're always trying to stay a step ahead, whether it's, usually, as I said a minute ago, these days, I'm not talking about watches now, but these days, normally it's fraud. They're normally looking for a new edge to get round the system to steal money electronically.
No, but I think, Tim...
We lost your audio. No more audio. Okay.
Yeah,
Marcelo,
we
your audio
cannot
is no longer.
we cannot hear you.
It's okay.
I've just realised I can see the comments. I haven't seen the comments. Sorry if I missed anyone in the comments. I've just realised that I can see them. Yeah.
Okay, chat. It's your time to say hello to Paul.
Keith39 says no one ever asked me or noticed my Rolex. Trust me, people who know watches, they notice your Rolex, and people who wanted to steal your Rolex, they also noticed your Rolex. Maybe there wasn't just an opportune time to do it. That would be my guess. Hit the Apex says, thank you for the 3 Rolex dealers videos, Paul. Thank you for being news a la 60s, 70s. Respectable.
Thank you.
Respectable news.
Yes.
I'm old school.
Yeah.
It's funny, you know, when I did the Brighton Watch show, I hired a magician to come on the closing night. I hired a magician to come and do some tricks and bits and pieces. And he took my watch off without me knowing.
Ooh.
Unbelievable.
Was it on the rubber strap or was it Rolex?
It was a deep sea dweller.
What? Oh my god!
And then later on, he did me again. He was doing a card trick, and I was taking cards off him, etc. And then he said, "What card was it, or whatever?" And I said, "I don't know, the King of Hearts." And he went, "Look at your watch." And I went like that, and he went, "No, turn your wrist over." And I turned it over, and it was tucked underneath my.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
Oh.
And I was joking with him. I said, "You're wasted as a magician. You need to get out there and steal some watches."
That's a great skill to use if you want to make really a lot of money on the trades in Tokyo.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Bring a professional pickpocket.
Yeah. Oh.
Absolutely. So Tim, when are you in London?
So I'm gonna be taking the train from York to London at 12 p.m. on Friday. So
what station do you come into? King's Cross?
Victoria? Oh yes,
do you know?
Yep, King's Cross.
King's Cross. Okay.
The Harry Potter one.
I've never watched Harry Potter, mate. I wouldn't have a clue.
Oh my god. I think that's what made it really, really famous, especially for me as a kid. The real Carson Chrono $10 super chat. Which tubers aside from Mr. Wright is Paul looking forward to meeting up with at the show? It's a really good question.
Do you want the honest answer?
Yes.
I look forward to meeting ordinary people more than I look forward to meeting YouTubers, because that is what I do my channel for. I do my channel for ordinary people. You know, look, I like them all, but they're just regular guys, the same as all of us. We're all nothing special. We're just watch people. So really, I enjoyed. I think when we did the BQ Watches Watch Weekend a few weeks back, I was so touched. I made a video after it, just to say that I was blown away with the response that people have or had for me that weekend, and telling me how much I'd helped them, and that meant more to me than meeting anyone, to be honest with you. But that's just being truthful.
Yes, I think I agree with you, man. I think I'm so 100% with you on this, because like I mentioned, yeah, I would love to meet all the YouTubers, but there was a few fans that I had an opportunity to meet, and it really changed kind of my my whole kind of life. Even so, this gentleman, the Carson Chrono, he's a viewer of mine, and we met up in New York. We had a couple of drinks and just had a blast. Because when you're meeting YouTubers, you're usually trying to collaborate. It's work. You're doing projects together. You're not. You don't really often. You feel like you can't sit down, have a drink, and just talk watches. You feel like you have to help out someone or network and stuff. So it's the best meeting fans and viewers and trying to help them out. And
I think
kind of
you'll probably end up feeling quite humble at the end of the afternoon, because yeah, that's the way it made me feel. It made me feel very humble. You know, people come up. I couldn't believe that people wanted to come up and have their photograph and stuff. And I'm a bit embarrassed. You know, I say, look, of course you can. You know what I mean? But like, it's me that should be honoured to have my picture with you. You know, you're the people that put it. You know, I put the effort into the channel, but you guys watch it. So, you know, without the viewers, we ain't nothing. And that's a fact.
Exactly. I 100% agree with you on that one.
You'll get a very warm welcome. You'll get a very warm welcome.
And that addictive guy is reminding me don't tell people the times of your travel. Right.
Yeah, I've got a couple of guys waiting for you at the station, Tim.
Yeah, they'll be waiting for me.
Let me know what kind of audience is coming to the show. Is it more a larger public, or is it more targeted to watch people?
Do you know what? I'm not really sure because I've had no involvement with the actual organisation of the show. I've only just been helping the guys out with, you know, the promotion of it. I would say that I think there's going to be a very large, you know, what we call watch people sort of community. Because I think, you know, but there is also going to be elements there that maybe have no idea who any of us are because they're not really in the watch community as such. I mean, believe it or not, you know, ironically, whenever I go into, I mean, I don't really wander into many ADs these days because I'm always worried they're going to go, you can't come in, get out, you know. But if I ever go into, like, for example, Selfridges or Harrods in the watch rooms, it's not the people that work there that recognize me, it's the people that are in there browsing. So those people that are working with the watches might not necessarily really be into the watches themselves. And why not? If it's, you know, who wants to take work home, you know, to some of them it's just a job.
Yeah. I think I mean I spoke with a lot of people who just watch my show, and they're just fans of watches. They wanna see what's gonna be there, who's gonna be there, and become more integrated into this kind of world that we kind of became a part of. So
What I think is brilliant is, like, if you look back, I don't know, 18 months, I think the watch community on YouTube was about this big.
yes.
Okay, it's now like this. And that's really nice. I like that. And a lot of people have come together. A lot of friendships have been forged and made. And, you know, obviously there's still problems. You know, there's still politics involved with the watch community. But I think ultimately, you know, everyone has to, what's the right expression? Be careful what I say. But everyone just has to man up and, like, realise that, look, you know, sometimes stuff is stuff. You know, just move on, move past it, and let stuff go. There's nothing to gain for anyone by bitterness or hatred. It's just, it doesn't work.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just in a question there. What watch will I be rocking?
Yeah.
You know, it's a real dilemma for me, to be fair, because, you know, if the
You have to
public's
set an
in danger.
example. But
Yeah,
then
if the
at the same
public's in
time,
danger of being spied, then I'm in double danger, aren't I? So the honest answer to that is absolutely nothing. I'll probably just borrow something off of Spencer or one of the guys when I get there. So I won't be bringing anything at all.
Yeah, and you have to, you know, you have to set an example for the rest of the people to kind of, you know, because if you're not bringing anything, I think people will feel a lot better about themselves. They won't feel as bad for not bringing their watch. They can always show it on the Instagram and you know, on their social media, but for safety's sake, I think it's really good that you're doing that.
Yeah, and Tim, something you're going to have to get used to, my friend. You know, look, as you get more and more well known within the watch community, you know, it's like I went to Portsmouth a few weeks back. Now, Portsmouth is about 50, 60 miles from Brighton down on the south coast. Okay. And me and my wife went to the big shopping mall there, and we was walking around, and 3 people come up and said hello to me. One of the guys was like this big, massive fella, like shaven head, all tattoos around his neck. He looked worse than me, right? He looked a real menace. Now, he was as nice as he could, he was such a nice guy, but he might not have been. He recognized me. I didn't know him. So as your face gets well known, you will have to go out and think, okay, so I don't know anyone in this shopping mall, but I wonder how many of them know me.
Yeah.
So it's a double whammy. That's the downside of being a watch YouTuber. You do have to take extra care. Because if some bad guys goes, there's that Paul Thorpe on YouTube, I bet he's wearing something, well, they're going to be disappointed, because normally I'm either wearing nothing at all, or I'll have like just one of my G-Shocks on. So
yeah. Well, it happened to me live on air that I was recognized for the first time in my life, and it was when we were getting drinks with this gentleman here, the Cars Chrono. We were at the bar, and the guy came up and said, "Oh, you're Tim Wright," and I'm like, "What? What's going on? How do you know?" And he was telling me how he watches my YouTube and the Sheen, and he's been part of the community. I was like, what the hell is happening? So there's a lot
can I
of
answer that? Mark's asked the question there. Mark T5493. Paul, what's your poison? Gin and tonic or whiskey? Do you know what? This might surprise everyone, but actually, I'm a non-drinker.
wow.
I mean, like I will have a drink. I'll have like a beer, a bottle of beer, but really, I'm quite a clean liver, believe it or not. It's like I used to drink when I was a teenager. But
there's nothing wrong with that. It's actually quite intelligent.
Yeah, I've never been a massive drinker.
You got a big super chat?
I gotta be honest, I wasn't the drinker, but my audience is turning me into one. They're always telling me to get a drink, so I have a lot of obligation. Lefty 199, another 100. Sorry if it's OT, but I never understood why in social media people show up. No one would believe it if it was real, let alone a said concept to begin with. People want to.
I mean, it is the whole point of social media. It's to get attention. Yeah. That's it.
Right. Attention feels good.
That's
getting
it.
Attention feels good.
Yeah.
Getting one kind of attention feels bad. And I think people think that if they buy an expensive watch, that the watch will make them feel good, without understanding that it's not the watch that will make them feel good. It's they. They have the power to make themselves feel good. A watch could tell their story, and it could make other people. You see, the watch, like a lot of watches, they make people feel good by making other people jealous of you, and it's really, you don't want that. It's very toxic. So I think, man.
Do you want some philosophy? Can I be really boring?
Yes,
let me tell you something. Look, this is not my stream, right? This is this is not my channel. I'm not trying to do anything other than tell you how I feel. But from an older guy with a lot of experience in life, let me tell you something. That for me, the best thing that you can do in your life is to help someone else and to make up someone else's life better. For me, my main goal in my life right now, one of the reasons that I'm still working, like I'm retired from the watch business, but one of the reasons that I still like to earn money is because I've got 5 beautiful grandchildren and I want to give them everything I possibly can.
Yeah.
And, my daughters, like, they're not particularly well off. They both work, they're just regular people. And I get more pleasure out of doing things for them, and also for my viewers. It's like money isn't everything. It takes a sting out of being poor in life, but you don't have to be rich to enjoy your life. Your health is your wealth.
Mhm.
And that's the truth. Your health is your wealth. I don't care how wealthy you are. If you've got some hideous tumor, you ain't very wealthy,
Yeah.
right? You know, so
Watching
I'd
can
like,
fix that.
yeah, I would love to see people just, there's so much hatred in the world and so much bitterness and jealousy. And I just don't get it because it doesn't get anyone anywhere.
You know what I like most about watches is that it allows, and it doesn't have to be expensive watch. But it allows you to build an instant connection with someone. It breaks the ice. You can start talking to someone so much easier, and I think that is so valuable to be able to come up with someone. And people are still wary, and the circumstances have to be right. But I think that the opportunity for conversation that a watch can give you, that is the most important thing that I like about watches. And
Yeah,
Archie
absolutely.
sending 10 pounds Stella pint for Paul. I'm telling you, it's gonna turn me into an alcoholic, Paul.
Listen, unfortunately, you know, like that sort of stuff that I've just said, really, I think a lot of it just comes with age, guys. You know, it's not me
Yeah.
doing it's. I wasn't this way necessarily when I was 25. You don't have those thoughts. But as you mature and you see more of life and you see, it's just life's experience. Older people in general, I guess, are probably a little bit more gentle, a little bit more caring because they've seen what life can throw at you.
I mean, if we are thinking about this, we have to be more, we have to have a bigger picture because everywhere, I mean, everywhere, you look there, everybody is telling you that in life you want to be successful. And one of the easiest way to be successful is to beat the competition. So most, and coming back to social media, competition on social media is who has the most views, who has the most followers. This is it. And now that I think Instagram has been a groundbreaking thing in the watch world, because if you look a few years back on YouTube, who were the big watch YouTubers? You have people like TGV, Federico, Teddy Baldessar, Horlogery House. You know, they were doing educational videos, you know, educational. But now, especially now that Instagram is such a huge thing in the watch world, who are the big YouTubers now? Roman Scharf, Timepiece Gentleman, Nico Lernert. You know why they are big in YouTube? It's because they're fucking huge in Instagram. And this is how they became successful. They beat the competition. They were one step ahead and they are successful. And by doing this, now everybody sees, if I want to be successful, I have to be exactly like them. And it just continues like this. See what I mean?
I think that's short-sighted in some. I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. But I think it's short-sighted in the respect that I'm very proud of my. I mean, I only have like, where is it? Just short of 50,000 subscribers. But I'm very proud of my subscribers because they're very.
Absolutely.
It's a very good audience. A very good audience. But what I always say to everyone, look, you don't have to be wearing a 50 grand watch to be called a success. Do you know the biggest success that you can ever be in life is a good father?
Yeah.
That's the biggest success that you can ever be. If you're a good father to your children, I don't want to rant, but if you bring up your children incorrectly, you have failed as a human being and as a man. It doesn't matter. You can be wearing a £500,000 watch and driving the most expensive Ferrari in the world. If you don't treat your children right, then you've got it all wrong. You ain't no winner.
I agree 100% with you. but I was talking about, being in the shoes of an 18-year-old right now. Now they pick up their phone, they look at Instagram. How are you successful in life if you're basing everything on Instagram and Facebook and social media?
Exactly.
And this is exactly, what I was trying to explain. Because obviously
you're 100% right. You are 100% right. It is so difficult. And even now, my grandchildren, like the youngest, well, the youngest is a baby, but the next one up is just 4. And even right now, even at 4, and my next one up is 5, and the next one up is 8, I'm already teaching them stuff like this.
Yeah.
When I spend time with them, I talk to them, and I teach them that, look, the most important thing in your life is love. That's the most important thing in your life. Anything else is a bonus.
Yeah, it's true.
Anything
love
else
and
is
family.
a bonus. Love and family, and love, family, and integrity.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of my viewers they ask like, well, what do you think we could do to make our children love watches? And I think the answer, Paul, is to make yourself being a lovable kind of guy. Make it so that your children want to emulate you. If you love watches and your children respect you, they will want to be like you, and they will want to wear your watches. You can't force someone, abuse someone into loving your collection. They have to love you.
Oh,
the host has disappeared.
Oh, so how is it happening now? Can he add himself once more?
Yeah, he must be able to, because the stream's still going.
Yeah. Okay, so I might read some super chats. I cannot make them appear, but I'm gonna read them. So Mohammed Ali. Oh, he's coming back.
He's back.
Okay, I'm just.
You guys missed me.
I was saying, how is he coming back? Can he add himself once more? I'm just reading Mohammed Ali's super chat for £5. Paul, loved your video about last year on getting discounts at AD. Any chance you could an updated one on what discounts are available per brand?
Absolutely. I will do that in the future. It's one that I've got planned, because some of my videos are less than a year old now are out of date, because the times have moved so fast.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah,
Speedy
absolutely.
Hernandez, $10. Perfect panel. Tim bringing pure class to the panel. Thanks for thoughtful conversation about us. Hola from Hawaii, and enjoying the show. Thank you so much, Speedy Hernandez. I really appreciate it. And Basil Bezels from New England Watch Collectors, $2. Earning respect is more important than flex. Uplift and dream chance. Yes. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up here in 5 minutes. So if you have any final questions, please send them here.
I'm interested in that one. Hit the Apex. Says, any comments on Omega not discounting anymore? I've not heard of that.
Actually, I think Omegas are getting bigger and bigger discounts. Even the 3861, it's getting discounted. It looks like.
Timmy, you stand at 40 towers. Oh, quality.
Thank you. I have the best commenters. These guys are really good. These Amigas at the airport looked discounted. I've seen some. There's some really good prices at the Amsterdam airport, surprisingly. And I think there was a guy. He was asking for a discount. They told him to sit down and kind of wait for a couple of minutes while they got the manager. And with JWJ, I was recently offered 15% at the AD in US on the Speedmaster and
Seamaster.
A what?
Seamaster and Planet Ocean.
Oh, sorry. Right. Okay, yeah. They would only cover tax on the moon watch. I look. The thing is with Omega is that they're not. They have no their obligation, their promise not to discount is not really worth anything because they broke their promises in the past. So why should anybody believe them today?
I mean, I went in. It was a bit naughty, really. I shouldn't have done it. But about 18 months ago, I went into a store with and I felt a bit guilty afterwards. I said to the salesman, like, "Can I take a film of the watch on my wrist?" And I basically got him talking about discounts with Amigas, and he offered me all sorts of stuff on film. You know, it was like 20% off, 25% off this, offering me discounts without even asking, and like,
yeah. They have stock. They have stock. They want to move it. They want to get it out. There was a lot of hype I've seen. There was when the new 3861 landed, there was so much hype. They were going a little bit over retail, but I mean, they're just making way too many of these. They have to have a little bit of that self-control, and unfortunately,
look, the bottom line is, as I'm always saying, the ADs need the grey market.
Yes.
Because it's through the grey market that they can get rid of the stock that they don't want anymore. And that was exactly the same with Rolex up until what? I don't know, 2017, 2018, whenever it started going mental. I don't remember now off the top of my head. But I mean, I had ADs coming in from all over Europe into my shop, looking to get, with suitcases full of day dates, Daytona, not still Daytonas, gold Daytonas, gold Submariners, still bimetals, 20% off, 30% off. Because they needed to get rid of some of that stock. Most of them were coming from Greece because I can't remember now when Greece went through that really sticky period where their economy was like.
When they defaulted on their loans.
Yeah, the poor ADs out there were like just gagging to get rid of whatever they could get rid of, and because without buying they would lose their AD status. So every month they're having to buy more stock that they don't want because they can't sell it, but they don't want to lose their AD status. So what do? They bring it in and they get it out as quick as they can, even if it's just money back. It keeps their turnover. Or it kept their turnover. Now things are different.
Wow.
So, it is what it is. The watch community says, I'm not attending this time, but we'll be coming to Brighton in 2022. Yeah, I'm going to put something on. And as we said the other night, Tim, and all, our fancy Vegas, mate.
I'm really excited about Vegas. Whoever's idea that was, that would be so awesome. Vegas is really good location.
Hey, I heard that you will have some talks with some panels. So do you already know what kind of subject you're going to cover?
Basically, whatever the audience want to ask. So
it's like a Q&A?
Yeah, it'd be an open floor for people to ask pretty much whatever they want. And, Tim's coming on the panel as well. And we'll just face the bullets as they come towards us.
Yeah. Hopefully it's hopefully they won't ask me about the 7750.
I had one sad little bit of news today. The one sad little bit of news is that Brittany Watch Gringer can only come on the Saturday. Unfortunately, there's been a bereavement quite close to her, and she needs to be somewhere else on the Sunday. But she will be there on the Saturday. Yeah, Top Gear style, Mark. Yeah, exactly. I don't know about me being Jeremy.
I wish I could come, but I cannot travel to UK because of COVID. So it's too bad for me.
Whereabouts are you in the world?
I'm in Switzerland, in Geneva.
And you can't come to the UK?
No, because
we won't let you in, or they won't let you out.
Oh, probably both. No, it's coming back to Switzerland, which would be because
right.
then I would have to go through a whole process.
Isolate.
Yeah, and I
I mean,
cannot
look,
afford it right now. But yeah,
I don't know what it's like at the moment. I mean, but honestly, listen, everyone's carrying on in the UK as if nothing's wrong and it's just back to normal.
yeah. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
if I could, I would. I mean, I don't care about COVID. I'm vaccinated and everything, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's just bureaucracy. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
I haven't traveled myself for just over 2 years now. And we're desperate to get away for, even if it's just for a week somewhere. We like to go down to southern Spain
Mm.
normally two or three times a year, but we haven't been for ages. And it's just the aggravation. I can't be bothered to spend 5 or 6 hours at an airport. That'd just stress me out.
Yeah.
So you're probably right.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna wrap this up. I wanna thank Paul Thorpe for joining me tonight, welcoming me into London, and wristwatch Jesus. Thank you so much for keeping me and Marcelo. Hopefully his microphone works a little bit better next time. But yeah, I'm gonna end it, guys. The show continues on Archie Luxury Channel. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, go check it out. Go check it out.
Thanks for